Me not afraid of tough shots. Any vibes when me see me, I go broke that.
Fresh drop.
Me not afraid of tough chat. The vibes when me see me, I go broke that. What a piece of lyrics. So Isat Buchanan send a serious warning to Darrell Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz. We are send pure tough chat to him. Him a make them know plain and straight say, him not afraid of tough chat. So tell Vaz when him see him, I go broke that. So Darrell Vaz, you're full of mouth and you're full of chat. Just remember one thing. When Isat Buchanan buck on you, him a go broke on you. You understand? Because him realize you're just pure mouth on you have. You understand? So anyway, Isat Buchanan see you know. Him a go make sure say him broke on you. Now people, Andrew Wallace and his wife take taxpayers' money and I give out one whole heap of something to get vote. When me say one whole heap of something, me mean say if you want to build up a house right now, you can go link Juliet Holness and you get material. Build yourself a house. Now election is right around the corner and over the past 9 years, Juliet Holness have been treating the people them bad. Even take away people land from them. Andrew Holness have been treating the people them bad. Even bulldozer down people house. But now election is around the corner and them realize say nobody know with them again. This is what they are doing, people.
Today I'm builder number 2. I have to say first and foremost thank you to my Prime Minister for the programs that have been instituted to allow us to literally convert our space into a hardware store. Today, we have distributed to approximately 300 persons building material for their homes. And I know every single person is happy to be in a position to do some repairs to their home. East Rural St. Andrew, a rural constituency where it is challenging to move around because of our roads and the volume of roads requires creative and smart thinking. So what did we do? We decided we would buy our hardware supplies at hardware discount prices. It allowed one person to be comfortably able to pick up their 20 bags of cement, steel, ply, whatever they needed to improve their home. It also allowed persons to be able to do something very unique. Normally, one would go to the hardware. Today, we were able, in some cases, to load trucks that would carry 20, 30 persons to their rural community space, and it allowed them to share the cost of transportation. So it's a win-win in every way. Far more received for your dollar, and it was easier for persons to consolidate and transport their supplies as a family. I would want us to be able to continue to do this type of exercise because it really benefits the people of East Rural St. Andrew. Once again, Prime Minister, I thank you.
Now, me see corruption has scratched all about over them board there, the zinc there, the material them where them a give away. Me see corruption and election has scratched all about over them. Now, only in a power for 9 years. Why only never help the people of Jamaica during the time when uno in a power? But you only want the people them vote for uno make sure so uno give them material. Uno make sure so uno give them material, and if they not vote for uno go send uno people them, uno shatters, uno thugs them, go take them way back from the people them. Uno try to hold the people them hostage with these material. People, if you are not in support of corruption, then go ahead and like and share this video. If you are not in support of corruption and you want a better leader to run this country, to lead this country, then leave a like on this video and share this video, and also subscribe to the channel as well. Make we burn out corruption, Make we stop corruption upon the chalk people. You understand? Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. Me hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to like and share this video. Remember to like and share this video, and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. Now, my people, a big top Jamaican Labour Party member are now sued for over $20 million. Now, all of the money them a thief. You want to tell me, say, him borrowed this $20 million and he couldn't pay back the man, him $20 million, out of the how much billions of dollars what them a thief? Now, I know someone well one know who. I know someone have on ears one side and listen to hear a who. But I'm not going to tell you who. Me I go to surprise you and make you see a who owe $20 million and them take him to court. Now me have a recording from straight out of the courthouse, people. So me I go drop this recording right now, so you guys can have a better understanding of what I am talking about. Them say this man is a gambler and he can't keep a penny because of gambling. Me don't know what I call the name, but as me say to you, me not say nothing. Me just I go drop it, me gonna see.
A private matter between Mr. Smith and Mr. Zan. But in the action that Mr. Zan took against Mr. Smith has opposed it on the basis that he says he wasn't served originally with the claim. Mr. Zan has refiled another claim, and we've discontinued the one that he says he wasn't served with. We have not decided not to have an argument in court about that. We just focus on what Mr. Zan has come to court for, which is to recover monies loaned to Mr. Smith.
Can you see how much money we're talking about?
No, that's a matter between them and the court papers. But it's significant.
Let me be clear. A new lawsuit has been filed. You're
discontinued the one he claims that he wasn't served. And we have now filed a new one, which we will serve him with again.
Okay. And the lawsuit is specifically for what? Seeking to recover
Monies that were loaned to Mr. Smith.
Over what period of time?
Some time ago, but he was making promises which he did not fulfill.
10 million.
In excess of.
20.
In excess of.
50.
In excess of 20.
In excess of 20. Okay. And this is a business arrangement?
It was not a business deal. It was a personal loan to assist Mr. Smith, according to the court papers.
And just for clarity again, before the lawsuit, there were attempts to recover the...
There were what appeared to have been bona fide attempts to settle his indebtedness, but it didn't come to anything because the indebtedness was not settled.
And from where you sit, Mr. Smith is disputing the sums owed?
He has never disputed the sums owed. He has disputed that he was served. That's what this is about. He has not disputed. He may, but nothing that has transpired between the parties, because there was another lawyer before, and nobody denied that these sums, it's documented.
And just finally from me, if you could just give me a timeline as to when we're talking about that this loan was made and over what period you've been trying to recover.
No, that's in the court papers.
Okay, and the attorney for Mr. Smith is?
The attorney for Mr. Smith is Annalisa Law Chambers, Lindsay Law Chambers. Lindsay Law Chambers.
But if it is in the court papers, then you can, I'm sure you can share it with us, because that is a public document.
It is, but I'm not doing that.
He's saying we get it for yourself.
I'm saying that I'm not doing that in a newspaper or media interview. As I said, it's really a private matter between the parties, but I got permission to speak to you.
So, Mr. Smith, you mean if you tell me, say, you owe over $20 million and you're power with Chopper Holness and can't pay the $20 million? So all of the billions them, where you help Andrew Holness thief, allegedly. What you are doing with all of the money there? Why you help Andrew Holness thief, allegedly, Mr. Smith? We wouldn't like to know, because this shouldn't be chicken feed for you, you know. Because every soul in the Jamaican Labour Party right now a chop like say, yo, a bush, then they are chop down a bush, you know. So how comes you find yourself in this position here? Well, it's sticky pan you. You know who else it really sticky pan? Horace Chang. Because me listener here, Horace Chang, I spit pure foolishness out of female. So they spend $9.5 billion every year per police station and per service vehicle and other stuff. But all of them money there, where Horace Chang said they must spend per police station, and people, you see that? You see the money where Andrew Holness and him administration are spent per police station, police vehicle, and all other people, because me can't see it. Me personally can't see it, because let me tell you this. Majority of the vehicles where they have are trying to donate those vehicles to the Jamaican Constabulary Force. So sleepy Horace Chang. And in the police force, you spend that the money there. You now use taxpayers' money and spend for the police force. But then again, the only thing me hear who talk about now is a country police force. I have never heard any of you talk about any school or anything we have to do with education or healthcare. Just like the health minister said, well, it's going to take one next 5 to 7 months for Cornwall Regional ready again. And don't put on panic. But people, check out what sleepy Horace Chang had to say, and then we come back and talk some more, because we have a whole heap of something in that one. Alright, we so forward.
We have invested an average of $9.9 billion every year to give police better stations, to give them motor vehicles, to give them radio communication, and we have employed more police officers. And we have allowed the police officers to do their job without interference. We trained and selected leadership that have the ability to lead the police effectively. So today, we're not celebrating victory, not even flying the flag of victory yet, but we are celebrating the saving of Jamaican lives by a committed, hard-working young men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I say we'll keep it that way, because we are providing the tools to do the job. And that's why we can say, although it is only 5 months in the year, I have every confidence in the leadership of this commissioner, Kevin Blake, his deputies, and the superintendents across the island who work daily to protect Jamaicans and maintain public order.
But me tell you the only reason why Horace Chang can be able to come and say they spend over $9.8 billion per service vehicle and police station. It is because Andrew Holness and his administration know say whenever them say something to the Jamaican people, they just support that. And them not do no research themselves. And that's why I want to come and lie to the people them all the while. Just like with the whole road business where they say they spend how much billions of dollars per road. And yes, still you know see which part no road I do. It is a national disgrace, the condition of the roads here in Jamaica. But they can always come and lie to us about them giving you better road and infrastructure and all of that. People, it better you get up and do your research for yourself. Now, before we go any further inside of this video, I want to play this video from Lisa and her people. So, watch this video and remember, leave your opinion down below in the comment section. Like and share this video. So forward.
This is about autism.
Because in April of this year, the Center for Disease Control in the United States reported that 1 in every 31 children in the US is now diagnosed with autism or other developmental disabilities. The World Health Organization says that globally that number is 1 in every 100. And here in Jamaica, well, we don't actually know because our data is patchy. Our diagnoses are inconsistent because we don't really have the support systems. A lot of the support systems, well, they're practically non-existent or very expensive for those who can even access them. So last year, I told the story of a friend because shortly before her daughter turned 2, her daughter woke up one morning and just couldn't speak. The words her daughter had known, the sounds, the songs, the laughter, all of that was gone because she had suffered what was known as a brain regression while she slept. And the part of her brain responsible for speech had completely reset. Now imagine that. Your child, perfectly normal in your eyes, suddenly, quietly disappears behind a curtain you can't even see through. Her child began grunting, whining, throwing tantrums, no eye contact, no response to her name. And her parents were just told, well, you know, it's the terrible twos or jealousy or just wait. Or it's perhaps because of her baby brother why she has just, you know, had this personality change. But it wasn't. It was autism. And that was only the beginning. Her parents, though, were lucky. They were persistent. They got a referral and they pushed for answers. And even though many developmental pediatricians hesitate to diagnose autism before the age of 3, they actually found one who would. And their diagnosis for their child, mild autism, even though high functioning, but that diagnosis came with a price, literally. Because the ABA therapy, that was $5,000 a session. The speech therapy, $13,500 a session. They didn't have health insurance to cover autism. And the other thing is that there's really no government support. You know, we have a Disabilities Act, but we don't have any kind of mental Disabilities Act. So they had to sell their cars and they worked odd jobs. They stretched every dollar just to keep their daughter afloat. And therapy alone wasn't enough. That's what they were told. They had to reinforce every single session at home. So her mother had to start working remotely. She also had to become a full-time therapist, wife, advocate, mother, all at once to help her daughter. Plus, she had another child. And the schools are Jamaican schools. Well, traditional Jamaican schools are not equipped for children on the spectrum. And many of them quietly, or not so quietly, push them out. Why? Because they're disruptive. Because teachers aren't trained and they don't have the facilities either. And because inclusion here is still, it's really just a word. It's really sad. But I don't blame the teachers. I blame the policy. So what the parents had to do was they had to hire a shadow, a trained adult to accompany their child in the classroom. That was another $70,000 a month. And they did all of this because they could barely even afford it. But what about the mother in Spanish Town who sells in the market? What about the father in rural Portland who doesn't file a tax return? What about the child who never sees a pediatrician, to never really get diagnosed and just fades away? So let's be clear. Autism is not rare. There are different parts of it on the spectrum. That's what we're learning. And autism is not going away. And it's not limited to the upper class, the middle class, or the working class. Because everywhere I go now, I see it. And I recognize it. Not because of my friend, but because of my global experience in working in the health sector, in working with youth, and working with children. And I see the signs. I see the little boy avoiding eye contact at church, or in the toddler who doesn't respond to her name, you know, when you're calling her, or has a piece of something that they hold on to the entire day and they won't let it go. Or the student that teachers call difficult. So yeah, we are failing these children, we're failing their parents, and we're failing our future. We need policy, we need public attention, we need funding for therapy for early diagnosis, for trained shadows, and for accessible schools. We need more schools that are public to deal with children with autism so that mothers in my constituency don't have to leave their children at home or sometimes tie them so that they can go out to work. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen a mother had to tie her child to the couch so that she could go out and have a few hours of work. And we need to make autism a public health priority in Jamaica, not just a private family battle. Because what happens to the children who parents give up, who can't fight, who can't afford it? What happens to them? And we can't wait any longer because autism is here. It's real, it's rising. And our silence will not save us. So let's give our children the support they deserve. Let's start now. So I'm calling on all of us to give more support for our children with autism, please.
Now, my viewers and my subscribers, as I said to you before, every single soul here in Jamaica have to just get up, stand up, fight for your right. Now, I know that I already played some part of this video for you guys, but now I am going to give you the full speech so you can even have a better understanding of everything that Dr. Alfred does speak about inside of this speech. So people, as I said before, we have to get up and stand up and fight for our right while we pray to God and ask Him for His strength. Ask Him for His grace and His mercy. Pray to God and He can get we out of this situation that we are in at this moment, that the Jamaican Labour Party put we in. All of these curses can be break, but we have to be serious about breaking this curse, breaking this spell, and breaking this ritual where the government put the Jamaican people in under. Alright, so until then people, I want you to check out this video from Dr. Alfred Dawes, and please watch it until the end because I know someone did miss a lot, so I don't miss none of that one of people. Watch the video until the end because something might be in it we definitely want to hear.
Tonight is not a regular night for speeches. Tonight is where we invite all of Jamaicans to join us in Southeast for a revolution. A revolution against corruption that is just costing us poor health care in Jamaica, poor roads, poor governance. And it is symbolized by one drill. And tonight, comrades, I made it, I didn't get served. I have no gaga, that's why I will speak freely tonight. Praise the Lord! There's a time for peace and a time for war, and today we declare war on corruption in Jamaica. And I want everyone who is watching online to understand that Southeast is fully behind me and the PNP as we fight for the rights of Jamaicans. Comrades, when we started to talk about this drill that we know could have been bought for $3 million, but was bought for $31 million, a lot of people said that we're making much ado about nothing, that there's nothing to see here. But comrades, the more we probe and the more they release the information we've been asking for months, the more we realize that this is a massive waste of taxpayer dollars. And something not right. It no look good. It no feel good. And it no smell good. So comrades, let me explain something to you. In the lawsuit, they released the customs records to say that they imported the drilling parts. Now remember, initially, we had said that we found 2 drills that were declared for $250,000. And we asked the question, are these the drills that were sold to Bustamante for $31 million? And they sued me. Well, comrades, when they released the records, we got all of the customs entry and all of the invoices that showed they paid, based on what they declared, $12.7 million for all of the components of the drill. That cost taxpayers $31 million. That is their figures that they declared to customs. How can you claim to pay $1.6 million for something and sell it back for $4 million? How can you claim to pay $1.9 million and sell it back for $3.9 million? And you say that you got the best value for money because you have 100 parts. Comrades, look at what they declared. $12.7 million versus $31 million. Not even the chop of them will make so much money. But if you think that is bad, what my pot set there? Bring my pot set, come. Hold up the pot set for me. Comrades, when we went to look online for all of these parts in the invoices, hold on the rest. When we looked online for every individual parts that they said it had 100 parts, every distributor said to us, "You're madman. Why you want to buy them individually when they come as a set?" So Sarah, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, decide that all up the pot again. Instead of buying the pot set for $3 million, they said, pull up the box and sell me every pot, every spoon, every pot cover. Sell it to me until it reached $31 million. What can go so? Comrades, they think that when they would put 100 parts with a bunch of fancy numbers, we would not check it. They put so many parts, so many disposables. It's like you go and say, all right, sell me a car. And a man say, all right, I'm going to sell you an engine. I'm going to sell you 4-door. And since you're going to need to change tire, I'm going to sell you 20 tire. That is what they did. And somehow, it's fishy that they pad that bill till it reached just under what Sarah said it would cost. Sarah said it would cost $32 million, and the bill reached $31.5 million. It no look good. It no sound good. It no smell good. But comrades, if you think that bad, and they say that you're getting value for money, the same company sold a drill similar to the one at Bustamante, the same $31 million drill they sold to the University Hospital of the West Indies that can do similar functions, and they sold that same $31 million drill, similar drill. Now be careful because I'm going to sue me again. The $31 million drill can do the same function as the drill that was sold to the University Hospital at a cost of $15 million. I know I'm done because there's more, you know. Because wickedness can't done, you know. I came here to say I'm going to talk quiet. But me grieve because poor people deserve a break. We deserve to stop sleep on bench. To stop get prescription for go buy medication on road. For people have stroke and have to wait 3 days for a CT scan because the hospital them must spend money on $31 million and something that can be bought for $3 million. With all of this that's going on. But wait, there's more. When we went back, remember, you know, when we said we saw something come in as refurbished for $250,000, the company released an invoice to say it was a repair, and the repair cost $250,000. So is me fool and jumpy, and I'm misleading the public. And I see some reporters from one of them radio stations, we can't call them name, because them love shoot up whole car and say a PNP do it. That name shall not be mentioned. They had a lot to say. No, my lawyers will be reaching out to them. When the company released their invoice to say that it was a repair drill, the invoice number for the repair drill was not in the customs database. There was another number, the same number, but it said refurbish. So one invoice say repair, one invoice say refurbish, but it's the same item them say. So, hold on, when I say my lawyer say, it appears to seem, allegedly, that one of those invoices may or may not be real. And somebody would have made up those invoices. Now, one of the invoices have the date in the American format, and one of the invoices have the date in the Jamaican format. Now, is the company making up invoices in the Jamaican format when them selling to Jamaica? We have to ask the questions. But it gets worse. Remember, we said that the invoice is submitted for customs for each individual part, which every distributor we ask say, why you try them piece when they come as a set? Why you don't buy the set instead of piece? The invoices for each one of the pieces have the date in the Jamaican format. So it makes you have to wonder. We cannot say that. You try to get me so again. Where Damien there? Me and Damien have lawsuit for go fight, you know. So we have some invoices. We know at least one out of the 2 invoices for the refurbished drill. And we have to ask the question, because a lot of people who they don't want to hear what we have to say, they believe the company that is a repair drill. But the customs firm says it's a refurbished drill. We know that one of those 2 invoices is wrong. So we don't know, and we have to assume, and we have to guess that maybe somebody is messing around with invoices. And it warrants further interrogation by MOCA. Because if it appears, it seems, allegedly, that this is what's happening, it's customs fraud. But wait, there is more. When we looked at all of the invoices that they submitted to customs under the name of Ministry of Health to clear everything duty-free, and I want you to remember this, all of these items that they claim they bring in, that they paid $12 million for, came in duty-free because they came in under Ministry of Health. So they never paid any duty at all. However, one of the invoices that we found that they brought in duty-free under Ministry of Health to supply to Bustamante Hospital. When it came in duty free, it was never supplied to Bustamante Hospital. So maybe they made a mistake and left it off of this list. Or maybe something else happened. However, if it is as it appears, and one might allege that they are bringing in things under the Ministry of Health and not handing it over to the Ministry of Health, but reselling it for profit on the private market, that may trigger an investigation again. And it makes us start to wonder if they may possibly doing this as it appears allegedly with the Ministry of Health. Could they be doing this with any other entities that they have a similar relationship to bring things in duty free? And that entity that they have that relationship with is the University Hospital of the West Indies. So the Auditor General is currently doing an investigation at the University Hospital. And I am asking the Auditor General tonight to look into whether or not there are any companies that are bringing in things duty-free under the University Hospital of the West Indies that they do not hand over to the University Hospital of the West Indies, that may find themselves into a private dealer's hands. And that may again trigger an investigation. Comrades, what I have said tonight, when you dig and you can't believe what you're seeing, you understand that this is not about politics anymore. Any labor rights listening, there are people who have hijacked your party for their own selfish gains. And you cannot defend them just because you say so. If you are an independent Jamaican, you cannot sit by and allow this rape of our country to continue. Allegedly. Boy, I'm a liar, I'm going to kill me tonight. You know? How much time I say allegedly? Comrades, the time come, we have reached a tipping point. When you look on social media, when you walk in the streets, when you listen to people talk, people are crying out for change. Because we can't take it no more. It's one set of people getting prosperity and they're getting it at the expense of everybody else. And you cannot tell me that the current Prime Minister can call in the Ministry of Health people and talk to them about corruption when he has 28 bank accounts and his declarations have not been certified. He has no moral authority to do so. And the only way we can move forward as a country is if we have a change in leadership. And 1,000% more than the markup of some of them things here. I have confidence that Mark Jefferson Golding is the man to lead Jamaica out of this. And I say this to you, they will come at me in Southeast. They will throw more money than you have ever seen before. They will come with more promises that you have ever seen before. But I want you to remember that we are doing this for a cause. And the cause is that we must stop corruption. And by the grace of God and the blessings of Mark Golding, I will be the Minister of Health. And I will do my part. I will do my part to root out the corruption in the Ministry of Health and to ensure that the dollars that go toward healthcare goes towards providing healthcare rather than fattening a bunch of people because them say them are shower labor. Comrades, my pledge to you and Jamaica is to turn the Ministry of Wealth and Wellness into the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Because that is what is happening now. And this is why I humbly ask for your support. I submit myself to you because if we do not win this seat, we cannot form the government and we cannot move Jamaica back on the right path. So the future of Jamaica rests in your hands because this is a must-win seat for us to form the government. Do not let anyone take away that shine off of you. Do not let anyone make it seem as if your decision on the day to work, to bring out the votes, is nothing less than part of a movement, part of a cause that is greater than all of us. Because we are fighting not just to regain Southeast, we're fighting to regain the soul of Jamaica. So comrades, I want you to work with me, work with Mark Golden, work with each other and unify and let us take back Jamaica House. The word, my comrades, is love.